My vending machine channel, where here we talk to you about the operations of owning and hustling with your own vending machine. I'm here to give you all the tips to help you be a successful vending machine owner just like me. So in this video, we're going to come to you and talk about the pros and the cons of owning your own vending machine and operating everything by yourself. So let's get straight into it. One of my cons of owning a vending machine, and I think this is my biggest cons, is the maintenance. When I first got this machine, nobody told me how much time it was going to actually take me to fix it up when things go wrong, or nobody really told me that things go wrong with the machine as a whole. I can be honest with you. So when I've had some type of discrepancy, like my coin machine not working, or having to fix dollar bills, or just simple little like fixer uppers I have to do, there's only two options that I have. I can fix it myself, or I can call a maintenance person. And this brings me to an inside con of maintenance, is that it's an extra bill. Everything that you have to maintain with the machine is a bill. So in order to keep your machine where it's at right now, that's a maintenance bill. In order to actually make sure that your machine is constantly set up, it's a maintenance bill. You know, if you don't go into this with proper planning, you won't be prepared for the fact that you have maintenance on this machine on a regular day basis. It isn't as simple as just passive income. Another con that I do have is the time. It does over time take a lot of time out of my schedule to be to operate the machine by myself and on my own, really, especially because, you know, it does become either a full-time job or side hustle money depending on how you set it up. So that's why through time, I know they have told me, like, you know, you can hire an assistant or you can get someone to help you, because it does take a while for you to actually take your time to stop at your location, make sure that everything is good, you know, fill up the machine as a whole. It takes about 30 minutes for me to actually fill up one machine, which isn't bad, you know, simply because of, you know, that's 30 minutes versus actually going to a job and having to work an hour and get paid after that. So yes, it does still take up some of your time, and over time, you know, I would suggest you to get an assistant if you're not prepared to actually put that downtime into actually putting the machine in there. You know, it is passive income, but I would consider it a semi-passive income job. Another con that I want to come to is the profit losses. I lose a lot of money on a regular day basis in the vending machine simply because of, you know, how do I explain? What is it called? Expiration dates. With a snack machine, which is going to be a tip for you guys, with a snack machine, the expiration dates are within a 2-month span of when you buy them. So if some of your items are not selling at that time, by the time expiration date comes, you have to throw all that out, and that would be considered a profit loss. And there is no real life, you know, there's no guarantee on that. There's just, you know, how to actually solve that problem. You can either buy stuff in a wholesale manner. I usually buy my snacks 2 months in advance for everything, so that I'm not really wasting so much. And I also keep in mind what sells and what doesn't sell, so that I don't actually keep putting that stuff in there. I try to keep my machine filled up with things that are actually selling on a regular day basis, so I don't have to deal with too much profit loss. My next con is going to be marketing, which ties into profit losses. There is no full guarantee way on how to get your vending machine to sell out completely. That is a very rare instant unless you are having some type of promotion. So you are bound to come into a profit loss at any time of having your machine. I want to say every other month basis, you may be experiencing some losses in profit, because marketing is very hard when it comes to your vending machine. So, I mean, to solve that problem, you can do promotions. You know, there's different ways, and I'll show you guys over time that there's different ways that you can promote your vending machine so that you can make sure it does get its sales. But like I said, there is no month-to-month guarantee, and you cannot do promotions every single time. But those are all my cons of owning my vending machine. They're not that much, and it's honestly not that bad, but they are still cons that you have to look out for when it comes to the future. But in order to solve these, I would just completely prepare myself for what is going to come, and I'm going to help you guys out the way so you don't have to run into the same mistakes that I did owning my own vending machine. I want to go over, here are the pros of actually owning a vending machine. The vending machine isn't all bad. Even though it has its cons, its pros always are going to make up for it. So here are my pros. One is going to be daily residual income. I'm able to make money off my machine every single day that it's running. As we speak this very moment, I'm constantly making money in my machine simply because the location that I have is open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on a daily basis, 7 days a week. So that way I'm making the most money that I possibly can, and I'm not really working for it. I'm sitting right here talking to you guys, and my machine is accumulating as much money as possible. So that's a huge pro for me, and one of the main reasons why I got into the vending machine, because I was ready to start making passive income. And here brings me to my next pro. Semi-passive income. The vending machine is passive income for you, meaning you don't really have to work for it. You really just have to put in the time, and it will come back to you over time. That is to consider a passive income job. The only reason why I would consider this a semi-passive job is because it does require you to actually put in some work at least twice a week to get your machine running. But because of that, that makes it a big pro for me because it chunks out a lot of time in my life that I would be doing other things and not making money at all. It's profitable and leverageable. With the right numbers on your machine, if you're able to actually put the numbers in, like I did mention profit losses in my cons, but the money back makes up for all the losses that you make. If you're able to actually put the right numbers on your machine and do the right time, then you are able to see a huge return. In my machine, I make at least $300 a month just off one machine. And I made a video right here to show you guys how you can actually make $300 a month in profit with your vending machine every single month using this step. So click this video right here and it's going to take you exactly there so that you can start making money too. But nevertheless, I mean, that's one of my pros of the vending machine. Like I said, I'm making money. Another pro for me is ownership. The fact that I'm able to actually profitably own a vending machine. It doesn't cost that much to get started in the vending machine industry. So owning your machine, and even if you did decide that you were going to finance it, it wouldn't take that long to own your machine over time. So being a vending machine owner actually keeps me up. My vending machine is paid in full. I own it all by myself. I am the legal owner of the machine. So that way I get all my coins pretty much. Everything is owned back to me. So it was easy for me to be an owner at such a young age because the machine wasn't as expensive as most assets out there in the world. So those would really be considered all of my pros, which I feel like are great pros to have you decide that you want to get your start in this vending machine industry. If you did have any other further questions, I do have an ebook right here. It's going to be in the description below where you can go and you can actually learn the ins and outs of a vending machine yourself. And if you need further instructions, I do have an e-course that breaks down exactly what you need and how to start getting into the vending machine industry step by step and piece by piece. I really hope this video helped you in the long run. If it did, please send me a like and a subscribe and leave a comment down below with any other questions that you have that I can come on this channel and answer for you as much as possible. Thank you so much for being a supporter. You have a good one and good luck on all your ventures.